All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken at its 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Prescott forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going deep here for Parker. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 53 yards. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Osweiler, and he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Osweiler being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and pointed towards the target downfield.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? A first trip to the red zone for KC. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This time, Osweiler will throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that's...
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, 47, 26.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, wide 8. 41's the whip.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Allen Bailey in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go, 47. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And now running right through it. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Watch it now, Barney!
On second down, here's Osweiler. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Watch it now, Barney! Leopard!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And that's the way to start a drive, and that's the way to continue a drive. Back-to-back, nice chunk plays. And if you're the offensive coordinator in your chess match with the defensive guy, you're thinking maybe you put him in a spot where he's got to load up against the run because that last one was a really nice play. What are you going to do now? Do you go ahead and play into it, continue to run the ball, play action, try and hit him over the top? You've got to feel like you have the advantage.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Oh, design run for their wideout. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Osweiler buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now Osweiler on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Agnew. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Touchdown, Jaguars! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football, that makes big plays, and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. It's Osweiler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and long, it's Osweiler. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go. 47. Here we go. 40. Here we go. 47. Here we go. 47. 26.
Prescott on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. Pass there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Gun!
They go play action with Osweiler. He's got it to West on the dump off. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On second down, Osweiler. They'll roll him out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Osweiler. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's coming now.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dewan Smoot able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And down he goes in the end zone. Osweiler unable to get away, and that results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before.
Devontae Parker, 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down.
Here we go, 47, 47.
Here's a give to Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars continue to roll. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and And they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Osweiler will throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight end. Especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Leopard! You got 4. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now it's Osweiler. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Again, Osweiler. And he checks this one down to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Here we go. 4, 8.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down. 4 down. Here we go. 4, 8.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. Let's go. Let's finish.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference